Welcome. Today we are looking at copyright disputes involving films and songs, especially through the lens of the Indian law. In India, these battles are governed mainly by the Copyright Act 1957 as amended over the years, most significantly in the year 2012. They can last for years, involve crores of rupees, and decide who truly owns a story, a melody, or a film. Now, whether you're a filmmaker, a music composer, a lyricist, or simply someone who loves Indian cinema and songs. Understanding these disputes help you see how the law protects creative work in our country. Let's begin. Under the Copyright Act 1957, copyright protects original, literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic work, as well as cinematographic films and sound recordings. In films, this covers screenplay, dialogues, visual recording itself, and often the underlying music and lyrics. In songs, it separately protects the literary work, that is the lyrics, the musical work, the composition or melody, and the sound recording, the actual recorded track. Copyright arises automatically the moment an original work is created and fixed in a tangible form. Registration with the Copyright Office is not mandatory, but it always strengthens your case. The term of protection is generally the lifetime of the author plus 60 years for literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic work. For cinematographic films and sound recordings, it is 60 years from the year of publication. Importantly, Indian law follows the classic idea expression dichotomy. You cannot copyright an idea, a theme, a plot outline, or a historical fact. What is protected is the specific expression of that idea, the particular way it is written, filmed, or composed. That distinction is where most disputes begin. The single most important judgment on this subject is R.G. Anand versus Deluxe Sports, which was decided by the Supreme Court in the year 1978. The playwright R.G. Anand claimed that the film New Delhi had copied his play Hum Hindustani. Both works dealt with the theme of provincialism. The Supreme Court carefully compared the two and held that there was no substantial similarity in expression. Ideas are free for everyone to use. Only the concrete form of expression is protected. The case remains the guiding light for almost every film copyright dispute in India, even today. Another well known matter involved the classic film Sholay. The rights holders sued over an unauthorized attempt to remake or reuse the elements of the film. Courts have recognized the strong protectable interest in iconic films and have granted injunctions and damages where copying is established. We have also seen cases involving alleged unauthorized remakes of Hollywood or other Indian films, poster designs, and even specific sequences. Courts repeatedly apply the R.G. Anand test. Look at the work as a whole through the eyes of an ordinary viewer and ask whether the latter work has taken the substance of the earlier expression. Music disputes in India are frequent because film songs generate long term revenue through radio, television, streaming, and public performance. A major modern battle was Tips Industries versus Wink Music. Tips, a music label owning thousands of sound recordings, sued the streaming platform Wink after a license expired. The Bombay High Court held that online streaming and downloads do not automatically enjoy the statutory licensing benefits under Section 31D of the Copyright Act. In a way, the traditional broadcasting does. The decision reinforced that digital platforms need proper licenses from copyright owners. Most recently, Varaha Rupam from the film Kantara faced a claim from the brand Taikundam Bridge, who alleged it copied their earlier composition Navarasam. Courts issued interim orders restricting the use of a song in certain platforms and theaters while the matter was being examined. Such cases show how quickly disputes can arise once a song becomes very popular. In 2012 amendment to the Copyright Act, also strengthen the position of composers and lyricists. Even after assignment rights to the producer, they can retain an unassignable right to receive royalty when their work is commercially exploited. This has led to ongoing negotiations and occasional disputes between music labels, producers, and creators. Most disputes start with a legal notice or a cease and desist letter. Many settle out of court because full trials are costly and time consuming. When a case reaches to the court, the plaintiff must generally prove these three things. First, ownership of a valid contract. Second, that the defendant has access to the original. Third, that there is a substantial similarity between the protected expression in both the work. Indian courts apply ordinary observer and lay listener test. They do not require note for note or frame by frame copy. What matters is whether the latter work has taken the essence of the earlier expression so that an average person would recognize it. Remedies include temporary and permanent injunction, stopping further use or distribution, damages or accounts of profit, and in some cases, delivery of infringing copies. Criminal remedies also exist under the Act for willful infringement through civil suits, which is very common in commercial disputes. Fair dealing under Section 52 provides limited exceptions for private use, criticism, review, reporting of current events, and certain educational purposes. But these are narrowly interpreted in commercial entertainment context. Now, copyright disputes shape creative behavior in Bollywood, South Indian cinema, and independent music scene. After strong judgments, producers have become more careful about clearances and original scores. At the same time, aggressive claims can lead and create a chilling effect if every similar theme or common musical phase triggers litigation. The rise of OTT platforms and digital streaming has added a new pressure. A song or a film sequence can travel across the country in hours, making quick legal action both necessary and complicated. The Copyright Act tries to balance two goals, rewarding creators so they continue, invest time and money, and keeping the basic building blocks of culture free for new expression. Copyright disputes involving films and songs in India are rarely simple stories. They are contests over where one creator's protected expression ends and another's freedom to create begins. The law, guided by the Copyright Act 1957 and landmark rulings such as R.G. Anand, protects specific expressions while leaving ideas free. The cases we remember, R.G. Anand, the Sholay matters, Tips versus Wing, and a recent song dispute involving the one like Antara show how carefully Indian courts of law draw that line and how much is at stake for the industry. If you create, understand what you own under the Indian law. If you adapt or draw inspiration, understand what remains. And if a dispute arises, remember that strong cases rest on clear ownership, proven access, and genuine substantial similarity in the expression, not merely a shared theme or a similar feeling. Thank you for watching and do subscribe for more such interesting videos.